Hello and welcome to LTPS TV. Today on the Cardinal Sports Network, we bring you girls varsity soccer as Lawrence will be taking on Ewing, the Ewing Blue Devils, that is, against our Lawrence Cardinals. And it looks like they're getting ready to start the game any moment. There, Ewing will center the ball. They'll drop it back. Send it off to the far side, and there's a kick up the field. And everyone's running for it. Headed this direction by Lawrence. Ewing drops it back. They'll kick it forward. And there's a scramble for the ball in the midfield. Lawrence comes up with it. Now Lawrence will send it over towards the near sideline. That's Sophia Donarski with the ball in the near corner. She'll make a cross. And it'll be tipped out of bounds by Ewing. It looks like it was already out of bounds before the Ewing player touched it, so it'll be a goal kick for Ewing. Beautiful, bright, sunny day here at the Lawrence Cardinal Field, and we're looking for an exciting game out of this bunch. There's the goal kick, headed right back in by Lawrence. And Mackenzie Esposito tried to get one in the net there, but Ewing defense denied her. Now it's Ewing on the offense, but not for long. Ball's tipped out of bounds off the foot of Lawrence. That'll be a Ewing throw-in. Here's the throw for Ewing. Picked off by Lawrence. And advanced down the field. There's a cross toward midfield. And in goes Lauren Edgar up against the goalie. And a beautifully placed shot. That's a goal for Lawrence. First goal of the game scored by Lauren Edgar.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Ewing will resume play with control of the ball. Drop it back. Couldn't quite get that where they wanted it, and Lawrence will take it away for the moment. Now Ewing recovers. Lawrence bringing it this direction. And Ewing players tie her up and take the ball away. Out of bounds, that will be a Lawrence throw-in. Here's the throw. And Lawrence managed to get a foot on it. Now Ewing's in scoring position. And Lawrence goalie comes out, puts a stop to that real quickly. So we'll keep that 1-0 score with Lawrence in the lead. There's the drop kick. I believe that's Sophia Little in goal. Now Lawrence send the ball toward the Ewing end of the field, but it goes out of bounds, and that will be a throw in for Ewing. Apparently not a throw in. This is a free kick for Ewing. Here's the kick. That one goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw in this time for Ewing. There's the throw. And Lawrence sending it back the other direction. Ewing gets a foot on it, sends it across the field. Cleared momentarily, but Lawrence right there to bring it back in again. Good hustle by Jess Everman on that play. And Lauren Edgar was headed for the goal, but this time the Ewing goalie comes out and puts a stop to that play. as quickly as possible. It does bring up a corner kick for Lawrence, however, and Mackenzie Esposito will head off to the corner with the ball and get ready for the kick. Here's the kick by Esposito. Dropped into the middle very nicely. And headed in by Lauren Edgar for her second goal of the game. Lawrence doing very well in the early going of this game.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
That brings the score to 2-0 with Lawrence leading over Ewing. Ewing in possession of the ball at the moment. And there's a shot up the field. Lawrence will settle it down and advance it back across the center field line. Ball's taken away by Ewing. Now Ewing on the attack. Lawrence tried to clear it, but Ewing put a stop to that. Now there goes Lawrence on the attack. Donarski with the ball. Couldn't quite make the cut. It's taken away, kicked out of bounds by Ewing. I would expect that to bring out another corner kick. Headed over to the corner is Brandy LeBlanc, as she'll get an opportunity for a corner kick. Here's the kick by LeBlanc. Dropped nicely in the middle. That one got popped up in the air, did not head for the goal. Now Ewing will take the ball out of the danger zone and head towards the Lawrence goal. Looks like Lawrence is going to play that one all the way back to the goalkeeper. Ooh, short kick there and a hustle by a Ewing player. Oh, missed opportunity for Ewing as they had full back down on the Lawrence side and opportunity to turn and shoot on goal. Penalty call for the trip. So Lawrence will get the free kick. That was Joel D'Angelo with the kick. And Lawrence on the breakaway. Ball taken away by Ewing. Taken back by Lawrence, but this will go across the sideline and turn possession over to Ewing for a throw-in. Hold up play a moment for substitutions. Now there's a throw-in. And Lawrence comes up with the ball on that one. This Lawrence squad has been demonstrating very good ball control in this 2020 season. Good to see. The girls were victorious in their last outing here on LTPS TV, and they're looking to do that again. Well on their way with a 2-0 lead. There's the kick by Ewing. Ewing comes up with the ball. There's a cross. And the pass is tipped away by Lawrence. Taken back by Ewing as they'll send it down towards the Lawrence goal. Unable to penetrate that Lawrence defense, however. Good communication by Lawrence there. Ball taken away by Ewing. They'll send it up towards the Lawrence goal. And Little will come out of goal. Pick that one up quite easily and put a stop to that play. There's a drop kick by Little. Headed further down the field for Lawrence. This one gets out ahead and picked up by Ewing, but Lawrence tried to get it back. Now Lawrence on the attack. Pass into the corner there, but she was a little bit offsides. That will turn possession over to Ewing for a free kick. Here's a kick from Ewing. And Lawrence will come up with the ball. Good passing game. Pass is intercepted by Ewing, and they send it out, but Lawrence right there to bring it back in again. And that looks like, once again, another offsides call. Ewing defense doing a good job moving forward and catching the Lawrence players off sides there. Ewing setting up for a free kick. Here's the kick. And right away Lawrence comes up with it. Ball kicked out towards the sideline by Ewing. That'll be a throw-in for Lawrence. Here's the throw-in. Lawrence still attempting to maintain control of the ball, but heavy pressure by the Ewing defense. Ewing tries to clear the ball. It's deflected by Lawrence. Now Lawrence settles the ball down. Still moving it around. Oh, that didn't go well. And Ewing comes up with the ball. Lawrence sends it back towards the Ewing goal. Ewing unable to clear the ball from their danger zone as Lawrence applying heavy pressure. Ewing finally gets the ball away from their goal. Only to have Lawrence take it away. Shot on goal. Easily fielded by the Ewing goalie. She'll bring that ball out and trying to get it away from her. Ewing now with possession. Ball sent out of bounds, and that will be well, maybe not a Lawrence throw-in. We'll see. The whistle was just for substitutions. So Lawrence will throw the ball in. There's the throw-in. And whistle will turn the play over to Ewing possession. Here's a throw in for Ewing. High kick is not cleared by Lawrence. Now they'll get it out of the 18. Now Ewing going to give it another try. But that will roll across the end line, and it'll be a goal kick for Lawrence. Little taking the kick. Lawrence sends the ball up the line. Little kick and chase. Nice pass in towards the middle. Dempsey with the shot. And that will go just wide of the net. That'll bring up a goal kick for the Ewing team. And once again, the Ewing goalie is going to be taking care of that herself. Here's the kick. And right away, Lawrence is back on the attack. Shot on goal, and it's good. It's another goal for Lauren Edgar as the score increases to 3-0 over the Ewing team, Ewing Blue Devils.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
So in hockey terms, Edgar's got herself a hat trick. Now Ewing with the ball. They'll turn it over to Lawrence very quickly, and now Lawrence back on the attack. Pass over to the far side. Now sent into the far corner. Lawrence will take the ball away from Ewing. Cross to center. An attempted shot there by Brianna Audette, but too many feet in the way. Tony Hone unable to penetrate the defense. Emily Franceschini doing her best to keep Lawrence on the attack. There's a pass in towards the goal. And a shot, and Lauren Edgar does it again. Lauren Edgar having a fantastic game here with her fourth goal of the game.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
And that will bring the score to Lawrence 4, Ewing 0. Lawrence definitely in command of this game. In fact, the way the score would read, it's Lauren Edgar 4 and Ewing 0. Edgar's not the only one out there making things happen, however, as Lawrence once again advances the ball towards the goal, but a little too much advancing, and they'll get called for offsides again. So set up a free kick for Ewing. Here's the kick. Ewing trying to make something happen, but heavy Lawrence pressure. There's a kick towards the goal. And Little will come out. Ooh, a little trouble getting a handle on that one. Finally grabs it. Now she'll roll the ball out towards the sideline. Lawrence trying to advance it on their own. Ewing comes up with the ball, but taken back by Lawrence. Ewing once again intercepts the pass, but Lawrence sends it out, and Ewing right back in again. And back to Little.
Come on, Red.
Here's the kick. It's bouncing around a bit. We'll see who comes up with it. And it's Ewing trying to move it towards the Lawrence goal. Fullback will stop that. That's Gillian Kibbe with the stop. And ball is played back to Little. Little will send the ball out. And Liz Jones will send it on up towards the offense. Shawnee Hone rushing toward the ball. She'll send it over to midfield. There's a pass in towards the middle. Oh, just couldn't get a shot off before it was cleared, but there's a shot. Just a little high. That one's headed for the middle school. So it'll be another goal kick for Ewing. Here's the kick. All settled by Lawrence. They'll drop it back and reset. Right back into the middle. There's a cross. And Lawrence will put the ball in towards the 18, but once again getting called offsides. Referee not letting anything get by you. And it's slowing the play for Lawrence. However, Lawrence is up 4-0. So they can afford to have a few little issues like that.
Same thing. Somebody go up top.
Free kick for Ewing.
Look at Talia, look at Talia.
And Ewing now advancing it down the near sideline. Lawrence breaks up that play. Ewing returns the favor. Lawrence returns the ball. Back and forth it goes. Ewing with the ball at the moment. Gets away and Lawrence comes up with it. Ewing sends it back the other direction. And Lawrence will take it away. Lawrence advancing on the far side of the field. Ewing sends it back, and so does Lawrence. Now, Kendra Dempsey with the breakaway. She's headed for the goal, and shot is good. There's a goal for Kendra Dempsey. 5th goal of the game for Lawrence, as they are solidly in the lead of this game.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Ewing will center the ball to resume play. Ball taken away by Lawrence. Now Lawrence working the far side of the field. Pass to middle. Shot is fielded by the Ewing goalie. No goal that time. Ewing goalie with the kick. And good hustle there by Brandy LeBlanc to come up with that one. Now, ball sent down into the far corner. Take a shot toward the goal. That's deflected. And it'll go out of bounds. That should be a Ewing throw-in, I believe. For those of you who are not familiar with the fields here at Lawrence, while this is not the stadium field, this is a turf field. So varying weather conditions have little effect on it. Lots of lines around the field as it's used for lots of different sports. In fact, in the fall, this would be the baseball and softball field.
Morgan, come all the way out on the touchline, Morgan.
Today we've got girls varsity soccer on the field as Lawrence is leading 5-0 over Ewing. Ewing will be taking a free kick. Here's the kick. And Lawrence tries to take the ball away. Ewing backed up, now cross towards the middle, and Ewing on the charge. Lawrence takes command of the ball, and they'll send it back towards the Ewing side of the field. Possible breakaway over there, but no, the Ewing fullback able to block that play. Sent back to midfield. Now Lawrence sends it back onto the Ewing side of the field. And Lawrence with the ball. There's a shot, and that one will drift wide to the left. Nice play by Lawrence. That'll bring up a goal kick for Ewing.
Morgan, go up on the 50. Nobody's up there. Pull it wide.
There's the kick. Stopped by Lawrence, but played out by Ewing. Now Lawrence will send it back in. Taken away by Ewing. Lawrence recovers, and there's a slow roller toward the goal, but it will drift left for another goal kick. Ewing with the kick. That was going to sail out of bounds, so it'll be a Lawrence throw in. There's the throw. That one proceeds out of bounds, and it will be a Ewing throw in this time.
Morgan, go all the way
There's
up
the
top.
throw.
Nobody's up there.
Ewing can't settle it, and Lawrence comes up with the ball.
You're okay, you're all right. Laney?
That was kicked down towards the corner, but played out by Ewing.
Yeah, Selma.
Lawrence comes up with the ball.
Keep her wide, Morgan. Keep her wide, Morgan.
That was played up the line on the near side. That'll roll out of bounds. Looks like they weren't quite ready for that one, so we'll reset and try it again.
Maybe a red throw back over here.
It'll be a throw in for Lawrence. There's the throw. Lawrence will drop it back and reset over toward the far side of the field. Now Ewing able to clear that, headed right back in by Lawrence. Kicked out by Ewing and right back in by Lawrence. Now pass toward the middle. Ball is cleared. Picked back up by Lawrence. Lawrence will send it back down towards the Ewing goal. And in for a shot. No, didn't quite make it. That one rolls across the opening and out of bounds. But a good attempt once again by the Lawrence girls to add to their score. That will bring up a goal kick for Ewing.
Got a ball, White. Got a ball.
Here's the kick. Fielded by Lawrence. Lawrence will drop it back and send it right up the middle. I believe that was out of bounds on Ewing, which should bring up a corner kick for Lawrence. Corner kick's always a dangerous time for the defense. And Lauren Edgar's going to take the kick. Here's the kick. Up it goes. Loose ball in front of the net. Oh, and the Ewing goalie takes a diving save to grab a hold of it. So she'll bring it out to the end of her 18 and give it a good swift boot. Ewing in possession of the ball, but that's going to roll out of bounds. Tipped out of bounds by Lawrence, so it'll be a Ewing throw in. There's the throw. Lawrence sends the ball towards the Ewing goal. Heavy defense, a lot of shoving going on there, in fact. Apparently the referee saw it too. And it's a yellow card being issued. We don't see many of those in girls varsity soccer. So there'll be a substitution on the Ewing side. And Lawrence will get the free kick. Here's the kick. All the way over the end line. It'll bounce out of bounds and bring up another goal kick for Ewing. Nope, not that time. Here's the kick. That'll be out on Lawrence, so Ewing will take the throw in. Here's the throw from Ewing. Tipped away by Lawrence. Now Lawrence advancing towards the goal. Can't quite get through. Ewing now clears the ball. Lawrence sends it right back down the field. They'll drop it back and reset. There's the kick. Shot on goal. And that will be just off to the left of the net. No goal for Lawrence this time, and it will bring up another goal kick for the Ewing squad. Ewing with the goal kick. Here's the kick. Fielded by Lawrence. I'll drop it back. Reset. Pass to middle. Cross. Intercepted by Ewing, who tries to clear it. Didn't get very far, and Lawrence is bringing it right back in. Shot on goal. And a very nice stop there by Ewing goalie. There's a goal, drop kick. Ewing's advance is halted quite quickly by Lawrence, who sends the ball right back towards that Ewing goal. There's a pass to center, intercepted by Ewing. That one will drift out of bounds, and that's going to set up a corner kick for Lawrence. Girls will get into position. Mackenzie Esposito will take the kick. There's the kick. And that one's put away by Gabriela Caruso for her first goal of the game. Bringing the score now to 6-0.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Lawrence Cardinals in complete control of this game over the Ewing Blue Devils as they lead 6-0 in the first half of play. Still got over 7 minutes left on the clock in this first period. Now Ewing will try to take the ball away, but Lawrence comes right back up with it. Good passing play. Unfortunately, Shawnee Hoon couldn't get there in time to keep it in bounds. There's a throw in for Ewing. Sent right back to Lawrence. Lawrence couldn't hang on to it, but now they get it back. Drop it back and attempt to cross it there. It finally got there, but Ewing got a foot on it in the meantime. It could have been dangerous. Ewing sends the ball out towards the near sideline, and we've got Ewing on a breakaway down the side. Lawrence wins the foot race and sends the ball out of bounds. Give the rest of the defense a chance to get down to this end of the field. Here's the throw in for Ewing. Cross is not very energetic. And Lawrence will come away with the ball. Pass to center. Ewing defense is there to stop that breakaway. Now Lawrence maneuvering the ball to the far side of the field. There's a kick to bring it back towards center.
Go to the ball. Go to the ball.
Heavy defensive pressure by Ewing. Lawrence will go back to the left side of the field. There's a shot. That was deflected by Ewing. And Lawrence's kick goes out of bounds. Actually, it was already out of bounds before Lawrence got a foot on it, so that will be another corner kick for Lawrence. Another possible scoring attempt here. There's the corner kick. In the middle it goes, and shot is deflected and cleared by Ewing. We got Olivia Whitaker in there maneuvering the ball. Sends it over to the far corner. Drop back, now shot in towards the goal. Very fast-moving game today. Kibbe with a cross. Lawrence comes back with it.
Good hustle, Morgan. Good hustle.
Ewing will take it away, but not for long as Lawrence recovers.
Go, Ken.
Lawrence with the cross. And send it over to the far side of the field. Ball sent back towards the center. And it'll roll across the end line. So that will be yet another goal kick for Ewing. The Ewing Blue Devils didn't have to go very far on their bus ride to get here, as they're quite literally the next town over. Apparently, that was off a Ewing foot, as we see Mackenzie Esposito with the corner kick. Ball's headed out of bounds, and this time it'll be a goal kick for Ewing. Referee's holding up play for substitutions. There's the all clear, and we'll get the goal kick by Ewing. That one's fielded quite easily by Lawrence, sent down the far line. There's a cross. Unable to penetrate there. Lawrence will drop it back and reset. Ewing stepping up their defensive game. Just under 2 minutes of play left in this first half, as the Ewing Blue Devils are trailing our Lawrence Cardinals with a score of 6-0. There's the throw in. Drop back, now sent forward again. That caught one of our Lawrence girls off guard, or offsides again. So, free kick for Ewing. There's the kick. Popped up in the air. And taken away by Ewing. Now Ewing will advance it across the center line and right into the waiting feet of the Lawrence defense, who sends it right back again. Lawrence now advancing down the far sideline. Angling in towards the goal. Play is broken up by Ewing. Now Lawrence will drop the ball back. Pass to the near side. Lawrence moving the ball around. That one's headed out. There's a big kick. Didn't go very far, just up in the air. Sent back out again. We'll try it again. And there's the buzzer for the end of the first period of play. So after the first half action, Lawrence leads with a score of 6-0 over the Ewing Blue Devils.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Welcome back for the second half of this exciting girls varsity soccer game, as our Lawrence Cardinals have been taking on the Ewing Blue Devils. For those of you just tuning in, Lawrence is leading 6-0 over the Ewing Blue Devils. In fact, the game started out with a scoring spree by Lauren Edgar, who scored 4 goals in a row, followed by a goal by Kendra Dempsey, and finally a goal from Gabriella Caruso, bringing our score up to 6-0. Lawrence has controlled the ball for much of the game, although the Ewing Blue Devil defense has been tenacious in their efforts to stop the Cardinals. Emily Francischini with the ball in the near corner. She'll drop it back. Over to Gillian Kibbe. Back to Francischini. And that one will go out of bounds. Oh, bring up. I'm sorry, that was not an out of bounds call. That was a penalty call, so Ewing will be getting a free kick. There's the kick. Still down in the far, or in the near corner. Now it'll be a Lawrence throw in. There's across to midfield. Sent back out by Ewing. Right to Lawrence, however. Oh, right across the front of the goal. Unfortunately, Lawrence not able to get a shot off. But a very nice cross. Now Ewing brings the ball toward the Lawrence end of the field. Lawrence having none of that though, and they'll send it right back across the center line. Then they'll drop back and reset. Ball sent out towards the sideline, but returned by Lawrence. Now Lawrence will switch the action to this side of the field. Kick goes awry, and Ewing will clear the ball. Lawrence right back in control. Saw Liz Jones in there for a moment. That's the first time we've seen her this game. Apparently the coach using this big lead as an opportunity to get some other players some time. Grace Dowd over there with the ball. There's a throw by Ewing. Ewing tries to get it out of the area, but it's not having much luck. Out of bounds it goes for Ewing throwing it. Ewing up the far sideline, right into a wall of Cardinals. There's the throw for Ewing. Ewing advancing towards the Lawrence goal. Lawrence moving the ball back towards the Ewing side. There's a shot on goal. Goes just a little bit wide to the left. Good opportunity there and good effort by the Cardinals. That will bring up a goal kick for Ewing. Here's the kick. Right to a Cardinal. Back into the goal zone goes the ball. Lawrence will drop it back a little bit. Trying to set something up. Now pass to this side. Into the corner goes Francesini. There's a cross. Oh, and looked like Gwyneth Moore was trying to put that one in, just couldn't get to it in time. Brianna Audette sending the ball over to the far side of the field. And that kick is deflected out of bounds by Ewing, so it'll be a Lawrence ball. Lawrence will back it up a little bit and get around the Ewing defense. And there's a big shot over towards the far corner. No one there, and Ewing will clear it. Lawrence will send the ball back the other direction. It looks like Donarski got called for being offsides. Not the first time this game that someone's been called offsides. In fact, the Cardinals have had a bit of a problem with that today. They more than made up with it with the number of goals they've scored, however. Here's the free kick. Settled by Ewing. Looks like they may have had a talk with the Ewing players. And it's inspiring. Lawrence comes away with the ball, though. Nice blind kick. And heading for the goal goes Sophia Donarski. The cross is picked off by Ewing, though. And that'll bring up a corner kick for Lawrence. Looks like Audette will be taking the kick.
Yeah, lost to Notre Dame. It says 0-0. They beat Trenton by 1.
Audette with a kick. Right in good position there, but tipped out of bounds. Couldn't tell who that was off of. Looks like it's going to be called against Lawrence, so it'll be a goal kick for Ewing.
Yeah, then it'll stay
I went
there.
to the CBC website, that's the problem.
Just go to nj.com and go to Lawrence and then click it by the little software.
And the Ewing goalie opting not to take the kick herself this time. She's done much of the kicking, much of the goal kicks from first half on. Here's the kick. Bounced over a few people, but settled down. And Ewing will send it up the line. It's stopped quickly by Lawrence. Ewing once again sending it up the line. That one will go out of bounds. Throw in for Lawrence. There's the throw. Ewing tried to settle it, but Lawrence right there to take it away. There's a cross. That one's cleared by Ewing out towards the sideline. Ewing will pick up the ball and head towards the Lawrence goal. Nice stop there by Grace Dowd. Olivia Whitaker sends it over to the far side. Ewing's going to take the ball away. Lawrence will drop it back for a reset. And now the ball heads over towards us. Lawrence sends it up the line, and Franceschini chases after it, makes the turn. Very nice slide tackle by Ewing to send the ball out of bounds. That breaks up the play, but it's going to set up another corner kick for Lawrence. I believe 3 of the goals in the first half were scored by Lawrence on corner kicks. Ewing might want to think twice about kicking it over that line.
Didn't realize I heard she was playing on Notre Dame.
Minerva Dillon with the kick. Sends it into midfield. Shot is no good. That will bring up a goal kick by Ewing. Here's the goal kick. Didn't get very far. Back and forth we go on possession. We'll see who comes up with that. And it looks like Lawrence had it for a moment, and Ewing right there again to take it. But Lawrence recovers. Now across the center. Played out and unable to get a shot off as the Ewing defense swarms all over Franceschini. Now Ewing finally gets the ball away from their danger zone and moves across towards the Lawrence goal. Lawrence quick to break that play up, and will send it on down the line. I believe we had another one of those pesky offsides calls. Bring up a free kick for Ewing. There's the kick. Settled by Ewing, but tipped away by Lawrence. Now Lawrence will send the ball up the middle, and it's a breakaway from Lawrence.
Go baby, go baby.
That's Ava Andrew, first we've seen of her this game. She'll get forced away from the goal. Drops it back. And ball is finally kicked out on the sideline, bringing in a throw in for Lawrence. Gillian Kibbe will be taking the throw. There's the all clear. And she'll throw the ball in. Kicked out once again by Ewing. So we'll try it again. There's the throw. Ball's kicked out of bounds once more. Lawrence will get the throw again. There's the throw. And Wiss will turn possession over to Ewing. Ewing with the free kick. Here's the kick. Ewing comes up with it, but heavy pressure from Lawrence. That one will roll across the sideline and bring up another throw in. Yep, whistle stopped the play before we got to the out of bounds line, and that will give a free kick for Lawrence. Lying with a scoring opportunity here as Brandy LeBlanc will take the kick. In the center it goes. Oh, Kendra Dempsey took a stab at it, but wasn't able to get it past the keeper. Here's a kick. All settled by Ewing. They try to clear it, but Lawrence is there to stop it. Now Lawrence on the attack. Lawrence will play the ball back over towards this side of the field. There's a shot. And deflected by the keeper, who comes out and grabs a hold of it. Ball sent out toward the sideline. I'll bring up a throw from Lawrence. Lawrence taps it through. And Ewing manages to clear it. Now Ewing on the offense. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a Lawrence ball. That one went out of bounds too, so it'll be a Ewing ball. Quick substitutions for Ewing. There's a throw for Ewing. Ewing Sends the ball down the field, but it's stopped and taken away by Lawrence. Lawrence sends it down the field. Looks like another offsides call. Ewing will get the free kick. Here's the kick. Ball taken away by Lawrence. Lawrence will cross. Now advancing it toward the middle. That will head out. Bring a stop to the plate. As the sun is setting here in late afternoon, you can see the player shielding her eyes, getting ready for the kick. Shadows are getting long, and that's also causing some problems for our camera operator, who's got the sun reflecting off of the viewfinder of the camera, making things a little difficult. Goalie comes out and scoops that one up. She'll give it a drop kick. Bounce over a few players. And Lawrence comes up with possession. Lawrence opts to drop it back a little bit. Now there's a shot up the middle. Cleared by Ewing. Lawrence will take the ball away. Lawrence working a very good passing game. However, you're going to have to watch that offsides a little more, because there's another one. This will bring up another free kick for Ewing. Here's the kick. Sent right back by Lawrence. Kick forward again by Ewing. Lawrence will play it out to the side, but Ewing gets there first. Tipped out of bounds by Lawrence. It'll be a Ewing throw-in. Substitutions happening for Lawrence. See, Minerva Dillon has come back in. There's the throw in. Tipped away by Lawrence. Now Lawrence sends it down the field, and it's a foot race to see who can get there in time. And it's Lawrence in possession. Goalie comes out, and the shot is just a little bit to the right of the goal. Good move by the Ewing goalie to come out and protect that net. "18 minutes of play left in this game, and we're scoreless in the second half after seeing a regular shooting gallery of goals go on in the first half. Lawrence still leads with a score of 6-0. Lawrence in possession of the ball, looking for a way to penetrate that Ewing defense. They'll drop it back and reset. Now moving it over toward this side of the field. Kick up the line, and Sophia Donarski is going to sprint after that one. There's the cross. That one's popped up in the air and fielded by the Ewing goalie.
I think the wind caught it.
There's a drop kick. Sent right back in by Lawrence, but cleared immediately by Ewing. That'll cross the sideline and give Lawrence the throw in. There's the throw. And Ewing manages to get the ball out of their area. Now it's right back in again. And Ewing will allow it to drop out of bounds so they can get the throw in. Ball is crossed. Here's opportunity. Shot goes a little bit to the right. But good attempt there by Grace Dowd to try and put one away. This will bring up another goal kick by Ewing. There's the kick. And Lawrence will send that one back in. It's cleared by Ewing. Ewing trying to advance it down the field towards the Lawrence goal. No luck there as Lawrence will take it away. Kick over to the near side. Drop it back. And pass to center does not meet its intended mark. And Ewing will kick it down towards the Lawrence goal. Lawrence sends it right back again. Now drop back and reset. Now cross to the near side of the field. They'll drop it all the way back to Lawrence goalie, who's come completely out of the 18. Lawrence still moving the ball around. There's one down towards the 18. Ewing there to pick it up. Tried to clear it, but Lawrence got a foot on it. Now Lawrence will send it back in and drop it back. Having trouble getting the ball across the center line. There's a good kick. Oh, and Ewing tried to play it back to the goalie. He just about scored a goal against their own team. So, not the best move on two fronts. Almost scored against themselves, and they put the Lawrence Cardinals in position for another corner kick. Lawrence has been able to take advantage of these corner kicks and several opportunities this afternoon. There's the kick. It's a low kick, fielded by Ewing. There's a shot. That one goes over everyone and is headed for the sideline. Ewing gets there in time to keep it in. But that one will dribble out of bounds. I believe that'll be a Lawrence throw in. And wholesale substitutions for Ewing. There comes the ball as Lawrence sends it in towards the goal. Unable to get a shot off, and now Ewing coming in there trying to break up any kind of play. Ewing tries to clear it, but it's sent right back in again by Lawrence. Lawrence will drop the ball back. Probably move play over to the far side of the field. There they go. Ewing sends the ball out, but not far enough as Lawrence recovers it. And here's a cross toward the goal, fielded by Ewing, who will clear the ball. Now the ball headed towards the Lawrence goal. Out it comes. Now Lawrence working the ball over toward the far side. There's a pass up the line. Shot over towards the goal. Scoring opportunity here. And Donarski turned with a shot. Just goes off to the right of goal a little bit. For those of you just tuning in, we're scoreless in the second half of play of this game after seeing a virtual rampage by the Cardinals in the first half. They have 6-0 for a lead, largely in part to Lauren Edgar, who put away 4 goals in quick succession in the first half, followed by a goal by Kendra Dempsey and then a goal by Gabriela Caruso. Cardinals back on the attack, but that didn't go where they wanted.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
This will be a throw-in for Ewing. There's the throw. Lawrence turns and passes. Now heading for the goal. There's a cross. Ewing trying to settle it there. Finally, boy, that was awful close to the end line. Lawrence still in possession of the ball. Lawrence moving the ball around quite smartly, but unable to penetrate that Ewing defense this second half. Whatever the Ewing coach had to say must have been truly inspirational, because they've been playing a much better game this second half. Lawrence still controlling most of the action, though. Lawrence will drop the ball back, all the way back to the goalkeeper, I believe. Had a couple of Ewing girls thinking they had an opportunity to put one away. Ewing once again on the attack. Lawrence will get down there and pick up the ball before anyone from Ewing can get to it, and it's kicked out of bounds. Ewing will take a throw in. Ball's taken away by Lawrence. There's a kick up the field. Knocked out by Ewing. It'll be a Lawrence throw in. And we'll hold things up for a moment. Allow a substitution to take place. You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network, where Lawrence just did a throw in. Ball's kicked out of bounds by Ewing. Should be another throw in for Lawrence. And there's the throw. Lawrence attempting to move the ball back towards the Ewing goal, not making much progress at the moment. Lawrence will play it back to the goal. Back out again. Passing a congested area there. Lawrence doing a good job of passing the ball back and forth and trying to make an opening. Now there's a pass up the line, a little bit too far, and Ewing comes away with the ball. They'll send it out of bounds for another throw in for Lawrence. Lawrence moving the ball over toward the near side of the field, kicked away by Ewing. Sent back in towards the middle, and there's an opportunity for a shot. That one goes just wide and ends up bouncing around behind the goal. I know from the camera's viewpoint that looked like it might have gone in, but no, it was actually behind the net. That'll bring up another goal kick for Ewing as we come up on 5 minutes to go in this game. There's the kick. Lawrence tried to get it in there, but just too many defenders. There's a cross. No one able to get a foot on it. And, well, it's kept in bounds. Whitaker goes after it. Keeps it in play for Lawrence. Now Ewing takes the ball away. Pass over toward the near side. Taken away by Lawrence. There's a cross. Picked off by Ewing. Lawrence quickly recovers. Now they'll send the ball across to the other side of the field. Lawrence will drop the ball back and reset. Now advancing it towards the near side of the field. There's a cross. That'll be cleared by Ewing. Lawrence right there to put it back into play. I'll drop back and send it way back to the goalie. Now Lawrence moving the ball up the middle. Ewing gets there first, rejects that, but Lawrence quickly picks it back up. Now Lawrence will drop it back again. Lawrence moving the ball up the far side of the field this time. Now moving in towards center. There's a cross, stopped by Ewing. Lawrence gets a kickoff, and that one is sent clear over the retaining fence. A lot of altitude on that shot.
Use your right foot, 22.
This will bring up a goal kick for Ewing as we approach the 2-minute mark on this game. Still scoreless here in the second half of play. There's the kick. And that one's fielded by Lawrence. There's a cross. Couldn't settle it down. Once again, crossed in towards center. Fancy footwork there. Back out again. Oh, pass didn't go as intended, but right back in again. Lawrence will drop it back. Have to watch out for the speeding Ewing players trying to take advantage of those moments where Lawrence drops it back to reset. Now Lawrence sends it well down the field. And Ewing goalie will come out of the net and pick that one up. There's a drop kick. Tipped out of bounds by Ewing. It'll be a Lawrence throw-in. Lawrence trying to get across, couldn't do it, had to drop back. There's shot towards the goal. Stopped by the defense and picked up by the goalie. There's the goal kick. Lawrence shoots it right back in again. Cross is stopped by Ewing, but I believe that may have been right on the end line. So yes, they'll get a goal kick. There's the kick. Ewing now trying to advance the ball. And there's the end of the game. The Lawrence Cardinals win over the Ewing Blue Devils with a score of 6-0. Thank you to my camera operator, Adam Della Paz, and thank you all for tuning in to watch. Tune in again next time for more exciting action on the Cardinal Sports Network.